Welcome to my channel, No Gas Productions. Here I have my next project that I've been working on for a little bit. I'm about 70% done with this. A lot of the figuring out has been done, so now it's just kind of get everything back together. So this was a Club Car DS 36 volt resistor golf cart, a very old one. I would say like 1990 or something like that. I actually ended up selling the front end assembly to somebody, and this was literally just a frame that was sitting in my yard, and I'm building it for a gentleman. So I got this suspension set up, but it's actually for an ezgo, and I've pretty much kind of modified it to make it fit the club car. And as you can see from here, I had to actually extend the steering as the U-joint down here was actually hitting in here. Oh, my finger's all the way out there. Right there. So I could have maybe notched that out, and maybe I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I wanted to get a better angle at it, so I actually just pushed it back. So that was the most extensive thing I had to do to make it work. Here I have something to kind of brace it. I haven't finished bracing it, but I'm going to put a triangle piece in here, another piece in here. I'm going to put a triangle piece in here. And then I'm going to bolt this up in here. So this guy should be pretty strapped up in there when I'm done. I did put this on top of the frame to kind of bolt that down, and then it has another bolt over here. I'm going to put one more bolt on the side here with like a washer just to kind of hold this and make sure it doesn't go nowhere. And I got to put one of these over here, and that should keep everything nice and tight. I almost want to maybe put something across going here to kind of keep that together, so keeps the frame pretty strong. I did cut this piece off, but I will be welding it back on. And let's go to the back here, show you everything that's going on back here. I do have some decent looking wheels going on here. And here is the brand new 48 volt motor. I had a high-speed D&D motor, but it was from 2003. Apparently it got damaged from rain getting into it. Rain is absolutely horrible for these guys. Do not let water get into your motor. It will destroy it. I don't care what anybody says. Alright, so this is from eBay. And it's a $500 item. And it's a 400 amp controller, 60 to 72 volt. It comes with two solenoids. You have one for forward, one for reverse. And then you also have your main contactor, which is the orange one. That is going to be your main power coming in. So this has a forward and reverse contactor. It will not have the old rinky-dink, none of that old school stuff. And being this is a resistor cart, I had to put a pedal on her. Let me get to the other side. I had to get a pedal over here. So this was my, jury-rigging redneck pedal. But hey, it works, and if this thing fails, it's so much easier to fix than if I do some weird stuff underneath that nobody can fix. So I realized that in my time that sometimes I can fix stuff and make things work, but say if that fails, they can't just replace it because I did some weird stuff. So I have to do stuff like this in order for my customers to be able to change things themselves. Or they'll be bugging the crap out of me to go to their house and do it. Which you think would be a good idea, but I'd rather just be done. So like I said, I am gonna do another video on this real soon. I have upgraded the battery. So I'm going from 14S to 22S. And I'm gonna be upgrading the controller, and also did a little bit of a lift kit. So this video will be coming soon. I do apologize, it just became a very big project. So onto the battery. So these are from Battery Hookup. They're about $250 a piece, plus shipping. This is a toolbox, or it was a toolbox, and I cut it down, and I'm not the best welder. I got aluminum welder. I'm still trying to learn how to use it. This thin stuff is kind of hard. I was blowing it out left and right. It was either too hot, too much, or too less. So I'll have to keep practicing on that so I can get that skill down. So what we have in here is a BMW i3, I believe, batteries. Each one is a 16S, 37 amp hour, and I have 80 amp continuous control BMSs on there. They're already wired, ready to go. I just got to work on getting the main wires, and also I want to insulate the inside here and seal everything up. So right now I'm just getting, I took a hammer with a screwdriver and went through the mount holes so I can get all my holes ready to go, and that way I can mount them down inside there. But I'm going to coat the inside of here with like fiberglass or some kind of isolation. That way it can not be conductive inside of it. And then also I have the lid that goes on top of here. Sorry, that was kind of loud. But this lid that goes on top of here, which I'm going to probably make either wings to go over the edge to prevent any extra possibility of water coming in, or I do need to make something like this with angle brackets and bolt them in to create a way to seal the box, because I've never really made a box like this. This is the first for me, but I do believe from going on from the future now, any batteries I build, we'll be getting a metal box, something similar to this, and it fits perfectly in there. So, all right, so this is just like a quick introduction, what I got going on here. And subscribe and like, help a brother out. Talk to you later.